Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie. You're not neither any of these blokes. This is shellsp0nge. shellsp0nge from 7ACAV clan. Great bunch over there. They're all legends. Say good day to them if you ever see them in battle. They're all really nice people. Anyway, shellsp0nge, and I can speak English, I promise you, is running around in the brand new Tier 5 British Premium Medium Tank. The one that was given out as part of the 10-year anniversary celebrations. He's on mines. He's going up to this position in the central part of mines, which I don't mind. Now, the Valiant's never going to win any races. You're never going to see the Valiant trying to rush the hill on mines or the hill on tundra or the donut and Corellia. They're never going to get to any kind of position fast. But what the Valiant is good at is, you might have seen my video I did when this thing first came out. It's not bad at a sort of a pseudo heavy tank at Tier 5. Yes, I said pseudo. I reckon that's a pretty cool word. Anyway, the Valiant, the Tier 5 Premium, it's a medium tank, but a medium tank which is pretty slow. It's similar to like the Valentine 2 is a light tank, but it's still slow as well, right? There's plenty of those in the game. His team are down by a tank, down by 2 tanks now, 0-2 with a score. And unfortunately, the 2 tanks that have been killed on shellsp0nge's team are both real players. This is on the Aussie server, and a lot of bots in this game. Bots that Wargaming put into the game to make up the numbers at low tiers on the Aussie server, as well as the Latin American server, unless it's changed over there. Anyway, shellsp0nge into this really nice position that I think's really cool on mines, where he's got crossfire into the people who might be trying to get to the hill, and also the people playing off that rock, i.e. the enemy Valiants in the middle of the map, of which just shot him for 112 hit points and took out his driver. Now, he's dabbed the 2 key here. shellsp0nge, he knows he's going to have to carry this game. His team are down by 3 tanks. Now they're down by 2 tanks as shellsp0nge picks up his first kill, getting rid of the enemy T-34 at Tier 5. 2-4's the score. He has got the APCR load. Now, APCR is a premium ammunition in this tank. It's a 75mm gun, 110 alpha damage, 144 penetration. That's with premium, which is APCR. The standard rounds will give you 91mm of penetration. Bit of a difference there, 50mm of penetration difference. Looks like the Valiant has certainly got his eye on shellsp0nge, and looks like he's trying to get him out of that position, which is a pretty strong hull down position. If you even It's a position you'll see good players take. I think. I see it anyway, and I reckon it's pretty cool. Now, that looked like he was shooting through a rock, but those rocks there are just aesthetic rocks, I guess. Maybe they're just... Who knows what happened? Shoots a few shots into the back of the DW2. Goes back to standard ammunition, shooting the DW2, again, which is not a real player. And now the DW2 goes behind a real bot. I'll just pause it right there. What I was talking about then, the DW2 is now behind this big solid rock here. But these rocks just here, they're there. They're just there for aesthetic purposes. They make it look pretty sitting down there on the ground. That's why it looked like he was shooting through something, but it wasn't. He's not running any kind of... It's not a hack or anything like that. Trust me. 2-5 is the score. shellsp0nge looking. He's team in a bit of trouble here, but he's not going to give up. He's not that kind of bloke. He's picked up 2 kills. He's also picked up 1,516 hit points of damage. He's keeping that gun singing into those enemy tanks, and the Panzer 3J has gotten behind him. That Panzer 3J at Tier 4 is going to struggle to penetrate the Valiant, which is a nice heavily armoured tank for a medium tank. I mean, it's got you can bounce damage pretty comfortably in this bad boy. 2 kills to shellsp0nge. 2 kills to shellsp0nge from 7. Oh, look at that! He didn't a pixel to shoot. Didn't pen the shot, but that's good awareness there. Seeing the top of the cupola on the PZ3J at Tier 4. Getting ready to maximise his damage, carry the game, and now he's looking towards that Leopard. The Leopard at Tier 5. It's a pretty good looking tank, the Leopard at Tier 5. It's a pretty good looking tank back in the garage now, though, as he sends him straight back, shoots the top of the bounces the PZ3J. The PZ3J, not the 2J. The 2J is a Tier 3 premium. The 3J at Tier 4 is a medium tank. But again, another medium tank back in the garage. And that brings the score up to 6-8. They're only down by 2 tanks now. They were down by about 4, I think, just a few minutes ago. Now, there are 3 real players left on shellsp0nge's team. Himself on 4 kills. There's also the PZ4H, which is a very fun tank. That's the one with the derp gun. And the Covinator. The Covinator has bravely gone where no man's gone before, over there on the east, and it looks like the Covinator has got that side covered. Good for vision, but hard to see. What's he on? Is he on? He's got some health left. The Covenator. He's got a decent amount of health. He can hopefully make some kind of move on the eastern side of the map, because looking at shellsponge and where he is now, it looks like a lot of the enemy team are looking at him. There's an M10 RBFM. We love them. If you ever see an M10 RBFM, you know where he's going to be. He's going to be right back there sniping away. It's that kind of tank, the M10. shellsponge has just picked up his 6 kills. His 6th kill, which is a top gun, and now they're only down by 1 tank. Now it's only shellsponge and 1 other real player left on his team. On the enemy team, it's all bots apart from that M10 RBFM, who we've sort of worked out. The M10 RBFM is back down here on the perch, sniping away in shellsponge's general direction. There's his 7th kill, getting rid of the M5 Stewart. Again, not a real player. Where now he focuses on the B1 at tier 4. Now the B1, I think, is going to struggle to penetrate shellsponge in his Valiant. You can see those rocks again there. That looks very interesting then, those rocks there, which you can shoot through. You can't destruct. They're not destructible, I don't think. I think if they were destructible, he would have shot them by now. And the B1, he's being a very kind bot, letting shellsponge shoot him, and high five to him. 7 kills to shellsponge from 7 ACAV in the Valiant. Is down to 186 hit points, which is 185 more than he needs. We know that. And now finally the B1 is on less hit points than shellsponge, but the B1 is just shooting the ground, and you don't win games by shooting the ground. 9 kills. No, 8 kills. Radley Walters. Do you get Radley Walters as at tier 5? I think you do. shellsponge, what a legend. 8 kills for the Radley Walters. Nearly 3,000 hit points of damage. 435 damage blocked by armor. 64 assisted damage. Now that tells me that 64 assisted damage tells me that his teammates aren't shooting what he's spotting. He is at the front of the fight in this one. The Covenator looks like he's making, looking at the mini-map, the Covenator looks like he's making a little bit of a move over there on the east. They do have the numbers now. They've got 2 real players against 1. The 1 real player is the M10 RBFM. Now, I guess, I don't know the player, but that's the kind of tank that normally kick back and and snipe. There's the M10. Can he shoot him through the gap? He can't. The M10's been spotted probably by the M8A1 that was just killed. Hopefully the M10 doesn't go unspotted, if that makes sense. And he does, and shellsponge doesn't get the chance to shoot the M10 RBFM to try to get rid of that last remaining real player on the enemy team. He knows where he'll be though. That's where he was last spotted. Throws a blind shot towards the bushes where the M10 RBFM was last seen. However, you saw the when you blind fire, you see how those sparks come up. Well, not really the sparks, but the dust comes up from the ground. That's how you know you've missed. Covenator gets a kill on the M8A1 over there on the east. There it is again. There's the M8 that time. The M8A1. He said, well, I might as well shoot him. The M8 shoots him once, shoots him twice. The M5 Stewart got killed by that M8. That's not a bad bot there, but he's not getting behind cover properly. Can he blind shoot? Can he blind shoot the M8? The M10 RBFM has gone over to address the eastern flank, which was the Covenator, the last other real player on shellsponge's team. And the M10 RBFM has won that battle over there on the east. The thing with the M10 RBFM, similar to the T67s, you often see them. They'll get in a bush, they'll camo up, they'll have a high camouflage rating, they'll have the binoculars so they can outvision whatever might be trying to push into them. And as people simply push into their guns, they can carry the game. They're strong tanks. There's a reason you see a lot of players in M10s and T67s. T67 specialists is what I call them, and I don't begrudge them that. It's a thing. Oh, here we go. Is this going to be another kill? It is. That's his 9th kill. And now shellsponge, our hero, what a legend, is looking at it. He's a 1 kill away from a pools medal. Now I've got a pools medal. I don't want to brag, but I've got one. I picked one up a while ago now. It was in a Russian heavy. It was in an IS-2 or an IS-2B or an IS-2 shielded or an IS. But it was on this map. It was on one of the many tier 7 Russian heavy tanks that have similar characteristics. 9 kills to shellsponge. He's looking for his 10th. Looking at the keto. Shoots him once. Probably spotted. And he's going to be showing his rear to that M10 if he's not careful. He does. Loses 102 hit points and his commander to the M10 RBFM. Pulls back. Puts the rock firmly between himself and that M10. And now he's a one-shot. That M10 just got him for 102 hit points with an APCR round. He's on 84 hit points now, 9 kills, 1 kill away from a pools medal, 2 kills away from winning this game. What's shellsp0nge going to do? There's 4.5 minutes left on the clock. He's picked up 3,480 hit points of damage, not counting any blind shots that we may have seen. Now he's making, I think this is a pretty good move here by shellsp0nge. And did I mention the camo? Look at the camo. Look how beautiful it looks. I think it's maybe it's a Happy New Year camo or something that might have come out during Christmas time celebrations, loot boxes, something like that. It's, I'm leaning towards Happy New Year, maybe. Could be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments below, please. This is it's a brave man. Brave man, don't get stuck. Oh man. Oh. You were thinking exactly what I was thinking. It looks like he's making a tactical disengagement here. That's what they call it, a tactical disengagement. Moving back, turning around, and possibly considering a different angle on the M10 RBFM. I think he knows if he pushes into the RBFM, the Keyho, looking at the minimap where they were both last seen, if he pushes towards the M10 RBFM, the Keyho will spot him and probably die, but the time it takes for the Keyho to spot in the time it takes for the Keyho to spot shellsp0nge whilst he goes for the attack, he'll get seen and killed by the M10. He does get seen. He shoots the M10. The M10 shoots and misses. shellsp0nge doesn't miss, and now the M10 is on 57 hit points. Blind fires, gets the kill for his 10th kill, and the pools medal. That was a pretty. I wonder. You don't often see M10s push into those kind of scenarios. There's the Keyho on 377 hit points. There's a minute left on the clock. He shoots the Keyho once. Will the Keyho move out? He is. The Keyho's moving, which is what shellsp0nge wants. He can't. But he's going to have to move. Will he be able to catch him? Will he be able to catch the Keyho at tier 4? It's only a tier 4, but if he can't catch him, he won't be able to win this game. 40 seconds left on the clock. shellsp0nge from stewiejp clan in the Valiant, the tier 5 premium British medium tank. He's on 10 kills, 3,906 hit points of damage at tier 5. The Keyho, 20 seconds left. He's going to have to shoot him, is it 3 times? I think he's going to have to shoot him 3 times to kill him. Now the gun's fast firing, but he needs to find it. There he is, shoots him once. He's still got the APCR loaded. Don't blame him. Blocks a shot from the Keyho. Shoots him again and blocks another shot. Goes for the ram. 7 seconds left on the clock. Make that 5. Gets the 11th kill and confirms the win. And holy moly, not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. shellsp0nge, you absolute legend. Don't forget to check him out on Twitch, on YouTube. He's a champion. His links will be down below with all the other stuff that's there. That was an ace. Not only an ace tanker mastery badge, you also got the Bruiser medal, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Pools medal for 10 kills. We ended up with 11. What a legend. Nathan's medal for killing all the lights. Steel Wall for all those block damage. High Caliber and Top Gun. 4,231 hit points of damage. So I think there was one blind shot that connected, and it was probably the kill shot on the M10 because in game it showed 4,174. You got 11 kills, 2,000 base experience. For a reference, a base XP score for an ace is normally about 12 or 1,300. 65 shots fired, 54 hit, 44 pen. Nothing wrong with those. Nothing wrong with those numbers, especially considering the amount of blind firing he was doing into those bushes, trying to pick off that M10 in the middle part of the game. 11 damages, 11 damaged vehicles, all kills, 575 blocks, a whisker of assisted damage, and he didn't make any money. He did have to dab the 2 key to carry that game towards the end. Well, I don't think maybe he didn't have to, but you know, you want to confirm those wins at the end. 3 seconds left on the clock. Look at that. 14 minutes and 57 seconds. No worries. He would have done it with a smile on his face and in style as well. shellsp0nge, epic game, my friend. Don't forget to check him out. Twitch and YouTube. Links down below. Hell of a nice bloke. Good player too. And I've met the great man. He's a true gentleman. Thanks again for the replay, Shell. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.